Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Narayanam Namaskrityam
Narayanam Namaskritam.
Naranjaiva Narottamam
Deva Narottamam.
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam.
Tato Jayamudiraye
To Jayamudiraye.
Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu
Ashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu.
Nityam Bhagavata Sevayam
Tyam Bhagavata Sevaya.
Bhagavate Uttamasloke
Bhagavate Uttamaśloke.
Bhaktin Bhavatir Naistiti
Bhaktim Bhavati Naistiti.
Krishnaya Vasudevaya
Krishnaya Vasudevaya.
Devaki Nandanaya Cha
Devaki Nandanaya Cha.
Nandagopa Kumaraya
Nanda Gopa Kumaraya.
Govindaya Namo Namaha.
Govindaya Namo Namaha.
Hare Krishna. Once again, welcome all the devotees for the morning Srimad Bhagavatam discussion. Today we are going to discuss Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 19, text number 9 and 10. Okay. So this is the appearance of Sukadeva Goswami. The chapter name is Appearance of Sukadeva Goswami. So yesterday we discussed about sadhus. There are how the sadhus are, the qualities of the sadhus, all those things we discussed. So today this slokas, it is comprised of all the the topmost sadhus in those times. They all came to Parikshit Maharaj when the Parikshit Maharaj sat in the Yamuna's bank for the discussion of Bhagavatam. That time, all the munis from all over the world, all over the universe, they came over there. Even Narada Muni also came over there. So let us discuss about this. First, let us chant the sloka. Please repeat behind me. Atri Vasiṣṭha Śyavana Sadamahan.
Arter Vasiṣṭha Śyavana
Śaradvān.
Śaradvān.
Ariṣṭanemi Bhṛgur Aṅgirā.
Ariṣṭanemi Bhṛgu Aṅgirā.
Parāśara Goti Suto Atarama.
Parāśara Suti Taram.
Utathya Indrapramada Idhmavāhu.
Utathya
Indrapramade Mavado.
Medhātithi Devalo Ārṣṭiṣeṇa.
Medhātithi Devala Ārṣṭiṣeṇa.
Bhṛgu Gautama Pippalāda. Bhāradvāja Gautama Pippalāda.
Bhāradvāja Gautama Pippalāda.
Maitreya Aurva Kavaṣa Kumbhayoni.
Maitreya Aurva Kavaṣa Kumbhayoni.
Dvaipāyano Bhagavan Nāradascha.
Dvaipāyana Bhagavan Nāradascha.
Actually, all this sloka, there is not any other words they mention. All are Rishi Muni's name only here. So synonym, that's why everything is a name. That's why there is no synonym. So Prabhupada said, he put Atri first starting and Narada. So Atriha and Naradiha. So always in Sanskrit, when they call the person or the Rishi Muni or a king, they will use the name. They won't say Atri Muni, Atrihi, Naradaha. Like that they will say. They won't say Rama. We are saying the Rama. Actually, in Sanskrit we will call Ramaha like that. Okay. So please repeat behind me the meaning. Atri to Naradaha.
Atri to
Atri to
Narada.
Naradaha.
All names of
All names,
the different saintly personalities
the different
The
saintly
different saintly personalities
who arrived there
who arrived there
from
who arrived
different parts
there
of the universe.
from
in different parts of the universe.
Translation purport by is Devangiris Abhay Charna and A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Jai Srila
Is
Prabhupada.
it Prabhupada?
Translation, please repeat behind me. From different parts of the universe,
from
From
different
different parts of the universe,
there arrived
there
there
arrived
great sages like
great
great
sages
sages like
Atri,
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 Cyavana,
Śyavana,
Śaradvān,
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 Ariṣṭanemi,
Ariṣṭanemi,
Śaradvān,
Bhṛgu,
Bhṛgu,
Vasiṣṭha,
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 Parāśara,
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 Viśvāmitra,
Viśvāmitra,
Aṅgirā,
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 Paraśurāma,
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 Utathya,
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 Indrapramada,
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 Idhmavāhu,
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 Medhātithi,
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 Devala,
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 Ārṣṭiṣeṇa,
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 Bhāradvāja,
Bhāradvāja,
Bhṛgu
Gautama,
Gautama,
Muni,
Pippalāda,
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 Maitreya,
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 Aurva,
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 Kavaṣa,
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 Kumbhayoni,
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 Dvaipāyana,
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 and the great personality Narada.
and the great personality
great
Narada.
personality Narada.
But actually in this sloka, it is purport is bit long, but all the individual munis and their highlights are there in this sloka. So we will read one by one. Purport. Okay. Śyavana. First we are talking about Śyavana. He is a great sage and one of the son of Bhṛgu Muni. He was born prematurely when his pregnant mother was kidnapped. Śyavana is one of the 6 son of his father. So he's talking about Śyavana Muni. So he's a Bhṛgu Muni, is a famous Muni. So Bhṛgu Muni, so when he wanted to test who is the greatest personality, who has the tolerance, who has the great personality, that time he did. First he went to Brahma, and Brahma didn't give respect to him because he was busy with his activities, because he is in the mode of passion. So he left the place. And the next he went to Shiva, Lord Shiva. There, Lord Shiva, in front of Lord Shiva, he was somewhat in words, he was shouting. He was shouting Lord Shiva. That time, Lord Shiva got angry, and then he came out from there. Then he came to Vishnu. So Vishnu, he was in the milk ocean. He was laying on the Shesha. That time he was in the dhyana. So then immediately he came, and he banged his leg on the chest of Vishnu. So always the Vishnu's chest, Mahalakshmi used to stay. So he put a bang on his chest. And immediately Vishnu came out from the meditation, as the trance. He opened that eyes and he saw Bhṛgu Muni came. And immediately he didn't take any anger on him. He just asked, see, Bhṛgu Muni, my chest is so hard. You put your legs on my chest. So I did a lot of, I got a lot of pious because of you. Now, since my chest is very hard, anything happened to your leg? Like that, he asked. So then the Bhṛgu Muni understood that he is the personality of God. Yet even I chastised him, he was, I means physically I did a offense, but still he didn't took that as a offense. He was asking me, why anything happened to my leg like that. He tested. There is a Bhṛgu Muni, he's a famous person like that. So still there's the Bhṛgu Muni's, the feet, the scar of the feet in Vishnu's chest in some of the temple it will be there, if you see closely. And he's a great personality. And the next one, Bhṛgu Muni. So we are taking Bhṛgu Muni next. We are seeing. So I'm reading that about Bhṛgu Muni. When Brahmaji was performing a great sacrifice on behalf of Varuna, Maharṣi Bhṛgu was born from the sacrifice fire. He was a great sage, and his very dear wife was Pulama. He could travel in space like Durvasa, Narada, and others, and he used to visit all the planets of the universe. Before the Battle of Kurukṣetra, he tried to stop the battle. Sometimes he instructed Bhāradvāja Muni about astronomical evolution, and he is the author of the great Bhṛgu-saṁhitā, the great astrological calculation. He explained how air, fire, water, earth are generated from ether. He explained how the air in the stomach works and regulates the intestine. As a great philosopher, he logically established the eternity of the living entity, Mahabharata. He was also a great anthropologist, and the theory of evolution was long ago explained by him. He was a scientific propounder of the 4 divisions of order of human society, known as the Varnashrama institution. He converted the Kshatriya king Vitakva into Brahmana. So these are the qualities of Bhṛgu Muni. He was the great sage. So here you can say 2 things. One thing, so during that, we are thinking that in the olden days, Vedic culture time, people used to walk. So how, in this sloka, it is mentioned that all over the universe, people, the sages came over there. How the sages used to come? Because they are in the universe. See, now, we understand that from Ramanuja time, he went from Srirangam to Delhi. It took 6 months to reach that Delhi for him. By walk, he used to went there. But 6 months it will take. But here in Parshit Maharaj, he had only 7 days. But before, when the news spreaded that Parshit Maharaj is going to sit for fast until death, and he's going to hear Srimad Bhagavatam, all the munis came to that place immediately from all over the universe. We will think, how is it possible everybody came over there? So here it is mentioned that they can do the space travel. So that much power they had, the munis. So space travel, and if you see the communication, how we are thinking that now only we have the communication, we are calling immediately America. So we are in the advanced stage. But see, during that age itself, the communication, how it was very fast. And also compared to now, the Rishi Muni directly, they used to come from the different place to here to the Delhi, so they to hear about this Bhagavatam. So they used to do air travel like Narada, and he used to planet they used to go. So they have that much power. Now we are trying to go to the moon planet, and that is also multiple failures, this and that. We are doing that trial and error basis only. But if you hear about this Munis, they used to travel planets without any such weapons, any vehicle. So that much power they had. And Vasiṣṭha Muni, there is a different sloka in the Srimad Bhagavatam, is described about Vasiṣṭha Muni. Now, next to the Parāśara Muni. So, Parāśara Muni, he is the grandson of Vasiṣṭha Muni and father of Vyasadeva. Parāśara Muni is the father of Vyasadeva. He is the son of Maharṣi Sakti, and his mother's name was Atrashyati. He was in the womb of his mother when he was only 12 years old. When she was only 12 years old, and from within the womb of his mother, he learned the Vedas. His father was killed by a demon, Kalmashapada. And to avenge this, he wanted to annihilate the whole world. He was restrained, however, by his grandfather Vasiṣṭha. He then performed a Rakshasa killing yajna. But Maharshi Pulasthya restrained him. He begot Vyasadeva being attracted by Satyavati, who was to become the wife of Maharshi Shantanu, Maharaj Shantanu. By the blessings of Parāśara, Satyavati became pregnant from miles. He was present also during the time of Bhishma's death. He was the spiritual master of Maharaja Janaka and a great devotee of the Lord Shiva. He is the author of many Vedic scriptures and sociological directions. So Parāśara Muni is a very famous Muni because he is the father of Vyasadeva. And Parāśara Muni, see, we are talking about all these Rishi Munis. So not all the Rishi Munis who are we are following, all are not Brahmanas, if you see the clear things. See, the Parāśara Muni, he married a fisherwoman. Then for the Satyavati, so for that, for Satyavati, the son who born, Vyasadeva born. So Vasudeva's mother was a fisherwoman. And the Parāśara Muni, he is famous for, he gave the definition for Bhagavan. So the 6 opulences for Bhagavan. So what is that? Beauty, wealth, renunciation, strength, fame. These are some 6 qualities he come up. If the person has the 6 qualities, that person we can call them as a Bhagavan. So that definition given by this Parāśara Muni. So he is a very famous person. So his quality, if you see, when he was in the mother's womb, that time itself he learned the Vedas. His mother was only 20 years old. That time he was in his mother's womb, he learned Vedas there itself. So these are the qualities, and yes, by hearing this, it will be for us, it will be something different. We may not able to understand or accept that we relate with what currently is happening. But these are all the reality, it happened. It is not, there is no story here. Then we are talking about Gadisura or Viśvāmitra, a great sage of austerity and mystic power. He is famous at Gadisura Sudha because his father was Gadi, a powerful king of the province of Kanyakubija, part of Uttar Pradesh. Although he was a Kshatriya by birth, he became a Brahmana in the very same body by the power of his spiritual achievements. He picked a quarrel with Vasiṣṭha Muni when he was a Kshatriya king and performed a great sacrifice in cooperation with Matanga Muni, and thus he was able to vanquish the son of Vasiṣṭha. He became a great yogi, and yet he failed to check his senses, and thus was obliged to become a father of Shakuntala and the beauty queen of world history. Once, when he was a Kshatriya king, he visited the hermitage of Vasiṣṭha Muni, and he was given a royal reception. Viśvāmitra wanted from Vasiṣṭha a cow named Nandini, and the Muni refused to deliver it. Viśvāmitra stole the cow, and thus there was a quarrel between the sage and the king. Viśvāmitra was defeated by the spiritual strength of Vasiṣṭha, and thus the king decided to become a Brahmana. Before becoming a Brahmana, he underwent severe austerity on the banks of Kaushika. He was also one who tried to stop the Kurukṣetra war. So, see, all the Munis, the great personalities, they all overall tried to stop the Kurukṣetra war. The Viśvāmitra also one of the person. So, Viśvāmitra is here as a great Muni. See, here you can see he was a king earlier, and when he had a quarrel with Vasiṣṭha Muni, then Vasiṣṭha, by the spiritual knowledge, he defeated him. So then his ego got uttered. So he didn't have that much knowledge. So he wanted to increase his knowledge on the Shastras, scriptures. So he left the kingdom and he became a Brahmana. And he learned all the scriptures. And when he was doing the meditation, Viśvāmitra, the Menaka came, and because of unable to control his senses, and he married her. So later he realized that what a mistake he did, because he was doing the tapasya for 10,000 years. Then by Indra sent Menaka to disturb him, because Indra was afraid of his power. Because Viśvāmitra, if his meditation was and if his meditation was successful, then he will get more powerful than Indra. So Indra don't want anybody too powerful than him. So that's the reason he sent Menaka there to disturb his tapasya. That time Menaka came, Viśvāmitra got disturbed and he left. Then he got married Menaka, and he became a father of Shakuntala. So these are the beauty queens, the heavenly planet, the Apsaras. Then Viśvāmitra, after realized that, okay, what a mistake I did. Then he did, again he sat for 10,000 years, he did tapasya, then he got the mystic powers. So this is the Viśvāmitra, is a great personality. And Aṅgirā, he is one of the six mental sons of Brahma and the father of Brihaspati, the great land priest of the demigods in the heavenly planets. He was born of the semen of Brahmaji, given to a cinder or fire. Utathya and Samvarta are his sons. It is said that he is still performing austerity and chanting the holy name of the Lord at the place known as Alaknanda on the banks of Ganges. So this is the great, the Aṅgirā Muni is a great personality. He is a great personality. And so he is the great priest actually. The family planet is the great priest. And he is doing the tapasya by chanting the holy name of the Lord in the Alaknanda, the banks of Ganga. And Paraśurāma, so the Srimad Bhagavatam is talking about Paraśurāma again. And the next Muni is Utathya, one of the three sons of Maharṣi Aṅgirā. So he is one of the three sons of Aṅgirā. He was the spiritual master of Maharaja Mandata. He married Bhadra, the daughter of Soma, moon. So he married a moon's daughter. So we are the people, we are thinking that only is a moon planet. It's a kind of a material thing. It doesn't have anything, it's just a planet. But here we can understand that moon, it's a moon also there. Inside the moon, the god belongs to moon also there. That is demigod of moon demigod. He is there. Chandra is there. So Chandra's daughter, Bhadra, Utathya, he married her. And Varuna kidnapped his wife Bhadra, and to retaliate the offense of the god of water, he drank all the water of the world. So these are all the demigods. There is a fight happened between the demigods that is detailed explained in the other Puranas. And the next Muni, Medhātithi, is one of the greatest Muni, an old sage of Yori, an assembly member of the heavenly king Indradeva. He is the Indradeva's assembly member. His son was Kanva Muni, so who brought up Sakuntala in the forest. He was promoted to the heavenly planet by strictly following the principle of retired life, Vanaprastha life. So this person, he followed his Vanaprastha life strictly. That is the reason he moved to heavenly planet, and he is the assembly member of heavenly king Indradeva. And the next person is Devala. So Devala is the great authority like Narada Muni and Vyasadeva. His good name is on the list of authorities mentioned in the Bhagavad Gita. When Arjuna acknowledged Lord Krishna as the supreme personality of Godhead, he met Maharaja Yudhishthira after the Battle of Kurukṣetra, and he was the elder brother of Dhaumya, the priest of Pandava family. Like the Kshatriyas, he also allows his daughter to select her own husband in the Swayamvara meeting, and at the ceremony, all the bachelor son of the rishis were invited. According to some, he is not Asita Devala. So Devala is again the great Muni, is like a Narada Muni and Vyasadeva. And so he was the priest. He was a priest of Pandava family. He is a priest, and he is a famous Muni. And next Bhāradvāja Muni, the detailed discussions is there in the 9th chapter. Next, Gautama Muni. So Gautama Muni is one of the 7 great sages of the universe. Śaradvān Gautama was one of his sons. Persons in the Gautama Gotra dynasty today are either his family descendants or in his disciplic succession. The Brahmanas who profess Gautama Gotra are generally family descendants, and the Kshatriyas and the Vaishyas who profess Gautama Gotra are all in the line of disciplic succession. He was the husband of the famous Ahalya, who turned into stone when Indradeva, the king of the heaven, molested her. Ahalya was delivered by the Lord Ramachandra. Gautama was the grandfather of Kripacharya. So one of the heroes of the Battle of Kurukṣetra. So Kripacharya is one of the hero in the Kurukṣetra war. So the Gautama Muni is the grandfather. So Gautama Muni is a very famous austerities he used to do. One day what happened during the Ramayana, in Ramayana there is a story. So when Gautama Muni and his wife Agalya, so both are staying in the forest. That time Agalya is a very beautiful woman. So Indra, she got attracted by her beauty and he wanted to enjoy her. So what he did, he took a Gautama Muni Rupa. Then he came out to that place, and in the morning, you see, when because they don't have the clock and all. So in the morning, 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, the cock used to make a sound, right? Kokoroko. Like that. That by hearing that, they will understand, okay, it's the morning, so they will wake up and they will go to take bath, and for the morning work will start. So like that, he came in the middle of the night. There's Indra. He took the form of Gautama Muni, and in the outside of the house, he made a sound like a cock. Kokoroko, like that. Then the Gautama Muni is inside the house. He thought, okay, it's become morning. So wake up, he went to take bath in the river. So in that same time, he entered his house, and he took the Gautama Muni Rupa, and he came to his the wife Agalya, and he was with Agalya served him. So then Gautama, after that, the Gautama Muni came, took bath and came to his hut, and he understand that Indra did like that. Then he cursed Agalya. See, you are unable to differentiate the other person and your husband. So you become a stone like that. Let you become a stone. Yes, she was not aware. She was thinking that he is Gautama Muni. He was not aware. He was the same personality he came. Because of that, she served. But anyway, the Gautama Muni, he cursed. So Agalya became a stone. So when Ramachandra, when he went to the first time, the Viśvāmitra Muni, he took him into the forest, right, to kill when he was the 12 years old, Rama and Lakshmana, they went that time. First time he kept his leg on the stone where Agalya was becoming a stone. Then Agalya, he came out from whatever the curse he got from his husband, he came out from the curse and he relieved from the curse. So then he connected with Gautama Muni again. So there is a curse delivered by Sri Ramachandra. So he's the famous Muni, Gautama Muni. And the next Muni is Maitreya. So Maitreya, a great rishi of Yore, he was the spiritual master of Vidura and a great religious authority. He advised Dhritarashtra to keep good relationship with the Pandavas. Duryodhana disagreed and thus was cursed by him. He met Vyasadeva and had religious discourse with him. So the Duryodhana, since he's a great, Maitreya also great devotee, and Dhritarashtra, so he asked Dhritarashtra to keep the good relationship with Pandavas. Since Duryodhana disagreed, so Maitreya Muni cursed him. Okay, you will die because you are thinking that you are showing you are a great warrior. You are thinking that you are a great person. So you will die. So the person will hit on your thigh. You will die. Like that, the curse he gave to Maitreya Muni gave to Duryodhana. So he is also the great personality, Maitreya Muni. So we discussed all this. These are the discussions there in this purport. So all these great personalities, we are seeing that many of the Rishi Munis, they are not bachelors. They are all family members. So even though they are family members, they are not attracted by the material thing. They are not attracted to the sense gratification. Even though some of their Viśvāmitra attracted by the senses, but again they came into the lineage of towards the meditation and to get the powerful and get connected with the Lord. So that is the quality of the Rishi Munis. They are following their rituals very strictly. So even though they are in the married life, they used to follow their rituals and what we need to do as a human, they used to do. And they gave the lot of things to this material world. So that is the quality of the sadhu. So even the sadhu, so it is not necessary sadhu means bachelor, sadhu means sannyasi. Sadhu can be a grahastha also. You and me also can become a sadhu. But we need to invite those qualities, we need to develop those qualities by hearing about these great personalities. We try to invite those qualities one by one, one by one. Then one day we also become a sadhu, even though we are be in the Krishna consciousness. So sadhu means what? So they are not controlled their senses, and they are important. The primary thing they took Lord service as a primary thing. That is sadhu. So we are also doing, we are not trying to do that. Because of that, early morning we are waking up, we are chanting the holy name of the Lord. We are also trying to become a sadhu. So all the sadhu's qualities are there within us. But along with that, because of our senses, we are unable to demonstrate those qualities. Those qualities are very occasionally it is coming out from us. So in order to develop those qualities, we are reading these scriptures, we are doing the sadhana, we are hearing about the great personalities, so that will affect our mind, our consciousness, so that we can change ourselves also one of the great personalities. So this is the sloka about the who are all attended, came to the place where Maharaja Parishit sat for fast till death and to hear the Bhagavatam. He also eagerly and came out there on the personalities. Hare Krishna. Grantharaj Srimad Bhagavatam ki Jai.